Hello and welcome back to Underdog Investing. So today I'd like to talk about Virgin Galactic, and more specifically I want to go through the stock price and why we've seen some of the ups and downs in the past few trading days. And then I'd like to talk about some really exciting news that happened today, which I think could potentially be a positive catalyst for the stock in the coming week. Before I jump into it, I'll be grateful if you could subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. So starting with the stock price, you can see that on the close of Friday the 15th of January, we ended up at around $30, and that's around 7.8% decrease in one trading day. That might look significant, but if we look at the longer time frame of 5 days, you can see that the stock is still up around 21% despite having this significant pullback of around 7.8% in the past few days. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware by now the reason why we've seen this significant increase in the stock price. So Virgin Galactic rockets 22% after Tesla investor ARK reveals it will launch a space-themed ETF. So ARK Invest, who have been hugely successful in investing in disruptive innovation, have recently announced that they're planning to open a separate fund just for space exploration companies. And the reason why this is extremely exciting for Virgin Galactic in particular is that Virgin Galactic stock is actually owned in ARK-Q, which is one of ARK Invest's actively traded funds. It's their autonomous technology and robotics fund. And it's actually quite a big position in this fund. And personally, the way I see it is if ARK-Q hold Virgin Galactic, there's no reason why ARK-X, which is their space exploration fund, is not going to hold Virgin Galactic. So this is very positive for them. Now I'd like to talk about some of the reasons why I think we could potentially see the stock price increase further in the following week. So we've had some really good news from Virgin Orbit today. So Virgin Orbit is a sister company to Virgin Galactic. They're both very similar in that they both use motherships to send rockets to space, only that Virgin Galactic send rockets to allow passengers to go to space, whereas Virgin Orbit sends rockets to allow satellites to be sent to space. Now, Virgin Orbit today had some really good news. They've successfully launched their Launcher 1 into orbit. And I'm going to go through some of the tweets over the past few hours because this is very new information. I'm not going to go through all of them because they've sent out quite a few tweets, but I'll go through some of the ones that I think are important. So the first one, which was about 3 hours ago. One of those first for today's mission is carrying customer satellites on board Launcher 1, each sponsored by the undisputed heavyweight champion of the space world, NASA. So they're actually sending out NASA payloads into orbit, which is very exciting. As you can see here, Kelly Latimer is their chief test pilot. She's very experienced, flying since 1984, and has flight hours of 6,500 hours plus and test hours of 1,200 hours plus. And then co-pilot Todd Erickson, who's also extremely experienced. Now moving on to their next tweet, this was around an hour ago. According to telemetry, Launcher 1 has reached orbit. Everyone on the team who is not in mission control right now is going absolutely bonkers. Even the folks on comms are trying really hard not to sound too excited. And then just after that they tweeted, the upper stage has shut down as planned and will coast for about 30 minutes. The Newton 4 will relight and to circularize the orbit before we deploy our payload. In both a literal and figurative sense, this is miles beyond how far we reached in our first launch demo. So their first launch demo was not very successful, so this one's a huge success, and they're calling this launch demo 2. And as we can see here, 43 minutes ago, confirming that Cosmic Girl and our flight crew have safely landed back at Mojave. And then 13 minutes ago, still monitoring the upper stage, to see whether the payloads have successfully deployed. We'll have an update soon. So this is still extremely new information, and as you can see, it's still ongoing, but I feel like they've gone through the hardest part already, which is launching the actual Launcher 1 into orbit. So we'll continue to monitor this, but personally, I see this as extremely successful and I think that this could potentially be a positive catalyst for the stock in the coming week. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, though, as to what you think this is going to do to the Virgin Galactic stock. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I'll be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you found it useful in any way, I'll be grateful if you can share it. Thank you.